to those directed here in this now time-space reality have been ordained so via your higher lightship. When we speak of the term lightship, we speak of your light arc, your vessel of pure light, that of which exists upon the organic higher planes of existence. There has been so much confusion upon your plane over the grand ascension of the sphere you label Earth. Let us now provide a direct message of clarity, for there are so many stories and distractions around you now. The sphere called Earth is actually in reference to all earthly kingdoms that reside in the third density of this universal body, which itself exists upon the third dimension of existence. When a pocket of shadows slithered into this body, it caused many organic blueprints to become altered. Many threads of time upon the tapestry in the heavenly halls of Kala became loose and knotted, unwoven from their organic state and rewoven through inorganic loops of time. This caused many earthly kingdoms to terminate by way of self-destruction from those who deemed themselves the controllers. The many consciousnesses that were plugged into those kingdoms became fractalized, and by default causing the webbing of their entire soul family too as well. Each of you is here upon this node to assist in collecting the fractals of not only your soul essence, but that of which is your diamond web system. There is always balance and structure upon the heavenly kingdoms, and when unbalanced energies echoes and reaches our plane of existence, it catches our attention for immediate action. Those we term the light warriors are this of what we have spoken of many times in the Pearl Code teachings. We only speak in a code that is meant for them to understand at the essence of their core and not that of the mortal mind. Most of what is spoken of is not meant for the mortal, but for your organic cellular light structure. Everything is energy and everything is coded like a binary code for a system, because ultimately this existence is but part of a grand system. Each of you carry your own binary codes that are by the name you know as deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA. Each are ordained so for the motherboard of existence. When a code is out of alignment, so too is the motherboard. The energy centers that you call chakras are a liking to the RAM part of your computers. When they are shut down and not properly working, then shuts down your memory access. What we speak here, beautiful ones, is that when one is lacking self-worth, when one is in the state of victimhood, and when one does not fully love who they are in all aspects of that grit, like the oyster, it is only when you fully accept that grit and all aspects of who you are and love it, just like the oyster takes that grit, then the grit becomes one with the oyster, and the oyster becomes one with the grit, and it becomes a beautiful pearl. This is when you no longer have a blockage of your energy centers, and all your Chrysalis light can stream through you. Many computer part RAMs were unplugged, so to speak, from the organic motherboard and into an inorganic one. This is known as the inorganic mother sun. This is a true meaning, beautiful ones, on a more grander scale of the chakra systems of the universal body, and that of which is meant to flow from the earthly worlds into the godly worlds. Those who are consciously calling out to their Christos self and obeying the natural laws of one are experiencing at this now time, and have been over the last 18 linear months, a fast-track timeline of collapsing. All you, as you expand your consciousness into a new octave, you are pulling into you the aspects that exist upon an inorganic timeline. Your incarnate self currently is the one aspect which holds the blue light thread of your pure Christos light, that blue flame of your pearl essence, that wholeness, in order to do this. When you have a knot of many threads, are they not all gathered in the space of that knot? Is it not the space one must work in to untie that knot? This is where you are, beautiful sparks of light. As one shifts up octaves to view and experience a blended reality, they are consciously experiencing being multidimensional. It is you whom chooses where to play and where to stay. What has been occurring for many is like walking into a car wash. As you move forward, the spinning brushes hit you all at once. This is the walking through the looking glass of the many inorganic timelines. What it feels like, beautiful ones, is you're going through and being levitated up your pillar of light, which is equivalent to the spirit which resides at the top part of the hourglass, where you are in the bottom of the hourglass, trying to go and rise and ascend up the stem between the two parts of the hourglass. See this as a portal system, for that is how it works, and this is how your pillar of light works, beautiful ones. But if thy heart is not equivalent to the weight of a feather, it is unable to rise up that stem of the hourglass, to go fully through that ascension portal and unite with its higher essence. Instead, it is being weighed down by the density, which are emotions, those who do not stay in the now, which is where thy spirit resides, and are instead residing in the past or playing in future or other timelines of existence. It will feel as though you and all your energetic bodies have a massive amount of pressure, because as your spirit calls to you and tries to raise your mortal form up to become immortal and unite, it is causing this pressure. But it is when you fully surrender to your spirit, can you, like a feather, be lifted up into the sun of your Christos essence. Those who are service to others are the ones walking through this, because they are the transmuters. They are walking through this car wash, so to speak. They are the ones who have sacrificed in order to pull into all the fractals of the collective and carry them with them as one through this car wash to be fully cleansed in their light, as they themselves help to carry those fractals up that stem of the hourglass through that portal system. All energy must be cleansed prior to returning to either its wholeness, its pearl essence, or to source. The inorganic stories of a fifth-dimensional ascension are that of the inorganic white light web which resides in the higher astral planes. To truly ascend out of the earthly kingdoms, one must ascend out completely of this universal body. That is how you truly leave the third dimension. Remember that where one focuses their energy is where they anchor their consciousness. Soon the knot will be loose enough for certain threads of sparks of light to be woven back through to the original looping. Where will your focus be when this takes place? Beautiful, beautiful sparks of light. Where will your consciousness be focused? Where are you focusing it now? A true master recognizes the moment that they fall out of the now, and they step back to fully observe themselves. They ask themselves, what is this thought that just entered my field of consciousness? How does it make me feel? Does it cause my mood to shift? You must then stand back in your light, become one again, claim back your powers, become the master of your own temple, and command your sovereignty. Every human, every mortal has this power. It is only when those who choose to be weak that you allow energies that are not organic and pure, that are not of your own spirit, to operate through your emotional field and through your mental field. Being an ascended master, beautiful ones, means you have ascended above the emotional body, retracted its control of you, and take over being the master of self.